My name is Marshall Erb, and I'm of Marshall Erb Design, and I designed the foyer. The inspiration from this room came from the grand apartments of Rosario Candela in New York. And they were these beautiful spaces off of the elevator that you would enter, and it would be a grand volume of space where you could receive your guests and have parties at night or hang your artwork. So it was really that gallery-like aspect that led me to the creation of this room. What I think is interesting about many of the items that are in the space is the interplay and the connection between modern design and historic design. The wall covering came from Area International here on the 14th floor of the Merchandise Mart and harkens back to the limestone walls that you would see in a grand entrance hall in a private mansion in New York. And from there, the design then developed into some other aspects too. The rug, which is of my design, was from Watson Smith here at the Merchandise Mart. And the inspiration came from a Japanese antique painting. The table in the center of the room is a design of my own, which was made through the De Aurora showroom. And it harkens back to a Art Deco design that I saw in Miami during Art Basel Week. And we had this fabricated out of Macassar ebony and walnut. Furthering that idea was this 1970s antique Tom Green brass chandelier overhead that really sets the stage. The chair behind me is by Laura Carrar for McGuire Furniture. One thing that I always like to balance out in every space is sort of address what some may call the feng shui of the space, and that is balancing out all of the materials in the room. So from stone to wood to glass to fabrics, I like to make sure that we have a good blend of all of those materials to create some harmony. And a perfect example of that is the beautiful Jacques Garcia for Baker desk that is made out of cast bronze and cherry wood. In the other corner, we have a beautiful console table that is very much modern in design, sort of a Miesian in its inspiration, done in steel with a white gold covering from Dessin Fournier. If anything, I want the foyer to be a dramatic space that provides a memory point for every guest that visits. And I think every home should have that as well. So just being able to come through and have a wow moment when you enter and when you leave a space, I think is really important for every home, and it's also very important for Dream Home.